All right, so I had to do my quick thoughts real quick on this breaking news. D'Angelo Russell is going to be included in the deal for Kevin Durant. So it's going to be a sign-and trade, and D'Angelo Russell is going to sign a max contract with the Warriors. First off, that's incredible. Like, they broke this at 11:35 Eastern time, and that's incredible news for the Warriors. And a lot of teams have basically lost out on another potential free agent, as the Lakers potentially lost out on their guy. So if they don't get Kawhi, they're fucked. Brooklyn seems like seems like D'Angelo Russell wanted to be on a winning team and back in California, and that's what he's going to do. That creates a great backcourt until Klay Thompson is back with D'Angelo Russell and Steph Curry. They're going to go out and probably light teams up. They'll probably start Iguodala and Draymond and bring back Kevon Looney. So they're still going to be incredibly in the tax. But when Klay Thompson gets back, you'll have 3 sharpshooters as your guards. Guard/forwards. Klay Thompson can guard threes with no problem. That's probably his better position at guarding. And if they can get D'Angelo Russell to guard, then that's going to be a great lineup. And they just retool. And come playoff time next year, that's not a team that I would really want to face, especially if they can get D'Angelo Russell really locked in and loaded. That's going to be a great team. This is such a great pickup, an incredible pickup for the Warriors. It seems like the Warriors were done a solid, because they weren't going to be able to replace Kevin Durant, of course, but they were able to get some player, at least a 20-point per game scorer, made the All-Star game as a reserve in the Eastern Conference. Even though he may not be a real All-Star, he's a young up-and-coming player, and that just gives the Warriors a chance to retool. They get a player that they wasn't going to be able to get on the market. They get a guard that's a sharpshooter. He's a very inefficient player, but the shots that he do take, he's really good at. So it's one of those things where the NBA has moved away from mid-range, but he's still he's good enough at mid-range and 3-point shot, especially in a half-court offense, that he helps stop the offense from bogging down. Also, I'm pretty sure this creates $11 million trade exception. I want to say that it does for the Warriors. So they may be able to add even a $10 million player. They might not want to go that route because of the repeater tax. They'll be basically paying something like $4 per every $4 per every dollar that they spend on that $10 million. So they probably don't want to do the repeater tax and go into that with that much money, but that's still a great deal for the Warriors. And for Brooklyn, they just get a solid. They're able to have that goodwill and have a front office in which they are friendly with as far as dealing with. Also, D'Angelo, they have that agent in which they have a friendly relationship with now, because D'Angelo Russell was able to pick his spot instead of having to worry about going on being an unrestricted free agent and being limited to which teams he could go to. That's good on future fronts when you're dealing with free agents, you're dealing with trades and things of that nature. You know, there's a front office that's pretty lenient. So good deals all around. Good deal for both teams. Kevin Durant will do his rehabbing for a year with Brooklyn, but then after that, that's going to be a very, very scary team in the future. I would look forward to that Brooklyn team and potentially facing this new look Philadelphia team in the next year. Or if Kawhi signs a big deal with Toronto to stay, that Toronto team, because they'll be able to retool as well. Okay, so parts that needed to be added on to Warriors trade, they are trading Iguodala, which is like truly amazing. I didn't think they would trade him, but he was definitely making way too much money, and he wasn't able to give them more than 25 minutes a game. So for them to be able to get rid of him, they giving up a 2024 first round draft pick, which I don't mind for them, because Steph and Clay will still be on the team that year. So we don't have to worry about them like super falling off. It won't be like a top 10 pick. It could be a late lottery pick, but it won't be a top 10 pick. But that's still great. So they're essentially getting rid of Iguodala and bringing in Russell for that, and they're going to cut their tax bill, so they won't even have like this large tax bill for real. So, which is incredible to me. The Warriors, man, they find a way. They find a way to maneuver around, even in bad times. Like, they losing a Hall of Fame top 20 talent, and they still are able to find a way to maneuver and get around things, and they should be good for next year. People are thinking on my Twitter, think that they may not make the playoffs, but I just don't see them not making the playoffs. And once they get in and get a healthy Clay, they can make some noise for sure. They can definitely make some noise with that type of firepower on offense, and still having Draymond Green helm the back end, and they're going to be motivated. So Draymond Green is going to come into this year in shape. Steph is going to come into this year motivated. D'Angelo Russell motivated because he's never been at that top level. Looney's going to be motivated with new contract and more action on the court. He's going to get more touches and everything. So the Warriors should be fine this year. Actually, they actually should be more than fine. They're going to surprise some teams. I can see it.